Every single day, quietly and, completely without you noticing, you are losing your most vital organ. Like, it isn't happening because of some mysterious disease.
Right.
And it isn't genetics. It's happening because of comfort. Comfort is literally shrinking your mind.
It really is.
But here's the shocking part, and this is wild. Research shows it only takes 30 seconds of a physical shock or 12 to 14 hours of a highly specific dietary pause to literally spark new growth in your mind.
Yeah, that's the part that always surprises people.
Right. So today we are going to explore 16 powerful pointers to keep your brain young, sharp, and alive.
Exactly.
Welcome to Everyday English Flow, daily English practice, natural speaking, and effortless listening flow. If you'd like to support our work, please like and subscribe. It helps us to keep creating high-quality content and bring you even better lessons in the future.
And our mission today for this deep dive is really twofold.
Yeah.
Because we are not just learning how to rebuild the brain here, we are actively improving English listening, understanding, and confidence today.
Right.
So throughout the discussion, I'll be pausing to explain some advanced English vocabulary. We're talking B2 and C1 levels, plus phrasal verbs and idioms.
Yeah, awesome.
So it's going to make the learning, double layered. You get the brain health and the language skills all at once.
I love that. So let's just dive right into segment 1, which is all about breaking this physical autopilot we get stuck in.
Yes.
So pointer 1 is literally use your other hand sometimes.
Right.
Like brushing your teeth or eating with your non-dominant hand. It forces the brain to grow.
It does. And actually, let's take a quick language break right here on pointer 1.
Okay.
When you try to brush your teeth with your left hand, if you're right-handed, you're going to experience a really great B2 word, which is awkward.
Yeah, it feels terrible.
Right. Awkward means uncomfortable or clumsy. So an example sentence would be, using your left hand feels awkward at first, but it builds new neural connection.
Neural connection.
Yeah, and that's our C1 phrase right there. Neural connections are the microscopic pathways in the brain that send messages.
Okay, let's unpack this for a second.
Yeah.
It's kind of like planting a new tree branch in your head,
Right.
right? Like when you do the same thing daily, the tree just sits there. It doesn't need to grow.
That's a perfect way to look at it.
But when it's awkward, the brain's like, uh-oh, we need a new branch.
Exactly.
Yep.
Which actually flows right into pointer 10. We're skipping ahead a bit because they're related.
Like pointer 10.
Which is, change your daily routine often.
Yeah.
Because repetition without variation is basically poison for the brain.
Right. Because of autopilot?
Yes. And autopilot is a great word for our learners. It means doing things completely automatically without thinking about them.
Like driving to work and not remembering the drive?
Exactly. So to fight that, you need to use a great phrasal verb here. Switch things up.
Switch things up.
Right. It just means to change your usual routine.
Oh, I see.
So an example sentence would be, if you usually sit at the table, switch things up and eat breakfast on the floor.
Eat breakfast on the floor? Wow, that would definitely feel weird.
But that weirdness wakes the brain up.
Yeah. Well, that leads perfectly to pointer 8, which is do something new that you're bad at.
Right.
It's believed that embracing the struggle of looking foolish, like, I don't know, dancing badly or trying to learn the piano, that actually signals the brain to survive.
Yes, exactly.
But wait, let me push back on this a little bit.
Go ahead.
Doesn't that just hurt our ego? Like, why does the brain prefer us to struggle rather than be really good at something? I like being good at things.
Well, of course you do, right. Psychologically, it feels safe. But neurologically, sticking to what we are already good at makes the brain lazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an old dog doing the exact same trick for a treat every day. It doesn't have to work for it. When you fail, your brain realizes there's a gap in its environment that it needs to close to survive.
Oh, wow. So failure is literal fuel.
It is. And that ties into pointer 2, which is do one hard thing every day.
Yeah.
Because comfort just kills the brain.
Right. And there's the story of this important person named David that really stood out to me.
Oh yes, the 44-year-old.
Yeah, David. He was 44, and he just felt like his brain was so old, foggy, tired, just done. And he didn't do anything crazy. He just started doing one hard thing, like taking a 20-second cold shower.
Just 20 seconds.
Right. Or, reading a really tough book instead of watching TV. And within 30 days, he said his brain felt electric again.
Electric? Just
Yeah.
from introducing friction.
Yeah, it's amazing. But speaking of watching TV, we should probably move to segment 2.
Taming technology and noise.
Yes. This is pointer 3. Stay away from screens for some time every day.
This is a huge one.
It really is.
Yep.
The research says phones essentially make the brain stupid.
Yeah.
It's feeding it quick rewards. It's comparable to giving a child sugar every 3 seconds.
Oh, that's such a good analogy. And it brings up a very important B2 vocabulary word.
Addiction.
Addiction. Yes. Addiction is a strong, basically uncontrollable need to do something harmful regularly.
Yeah.
Like checking your phone every 2 seconds is a sign of addiction. And when we talk about this digitally, we use an idiom, brain rot.
Brain rot. I hear that one all the time online now.
Yeah, it perfectly describes that foggy, numb feeling you get after staring at short videos for 2 hours. Your brain feels like it's literally rotting.
So true. So the actionable advice here is just turn off screens for 30 minutes a day and sit in total silence.
Just 30 minutes. It's harder than it sounds, though.
Oh, I bet people will be shaking after 5 minutes.
Well, if sitting in silence is too hard, Pointer 5 gives an alternative.
Yeah.
Walk alone in nature without your phone.
Oh, I love this one. The story of Eliza.
Yes, tell about Eliza.
So Eliza is this important person who suffered from terrible panic attacks, like really debilitating.
Right.
And her therapist actually prescribed her to go walk outside completely without a phone.
Which is terrifying if you have panic attacks.
Exactly. You feel cut off from help. So at first she had immense anxiety about it. But eventually it literally cured her panic.
It cured it. Because, nature is basically the medicine the brain completely forgot.
Wow.
Yeah, being in a natural environment physically lowers your stress hormones and massively boosts creativity.
That makes total sense. You're just surrounded by real things, not pixels.
Right. But nature during the day is only half the battle. We also have to talk about the night.
Pointer 4. Sleep in a dark, silent room.
Yes.
So sleep cleans the brain, right?
It physically cleans it, yes.
But only if it's deep, dark, and silent. And actually, let me jump in with an idiom here for our learners.
Oh, please do.
Pitch black.
Ah, good one.
Yeah, pitch black means completely dark with absolutely no light at all. So an example sentence would be, to get deep rest, your bedroom must be pitch black.
Spot on. And neurologically, if you sleep with the TV on or your phone light flashing, your brain doesn't enter the deep cleaning phase.
It just stays alert.
Exactly. So instead of resting, your brain is, again, essentially rotting because the waste isn't being cleared out.
That is so scary. Just a blinking charger light could be ruining my brain's cleaning cycle.
Yep. Tape over those lights.
Good tip. Hey, before we jump into segment 3, just a quick reminder. If you are finding this valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to support our work. It helps us keep bringing you these deep dives into mastering your mind and your English.
Yes, definitely hit that subscribe button.
All right, let's get into segment 3, challenging the mindset and memory.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, so pointer 6 is read something that challenges your thinking.
Right.
And there's this story of Marcus. You want to share that one?
Yeah, so Marcus was this 36-year-old guy who genuinely believed his whole life that money was just evil.
Right.
That wealthy people were all bad. But he forced himself to read a book by a millionaire that completely challenged his worldview.
Wow, that takes guts.
It does. And this is a great time to introduce a C1 level word, perspective. Yes, perspective means a particular way of viewing things or considering a situation. Marcus had to change his perspective.
Yeah. And sometimes to do that, you have to face what we call a brutal truth. A brutal truth. That's a strong phrase.
It is. A brutal truth is a fact that is undeniably true, but highly unpleasant to accept. Marcus had to face the brutal truth that his old mindset was actually holding him back.
Right. His brain grew because he let himself be uncomfortable with new ideas.
Exactly. Which brings us to pointer 7, which is also super uncomfortable.
Oh, active recall. Trying to remember without checking again.
Yes. Stop Googling everything instantly.
We are all so guilty of this. Like, there's a story of an important person, Sarah.
Sarah, the 25-year-old student.
Yeah. She felt like she forgot absolutely everything. She realized she was treating her brain like a trash can instead of a toolbox.
A trash can.
Yeah.
That's a harsh way to put it, but it's true.
Right. So she started waiting 60 seconds, just sitting there for a full minute, trying to remember the thing before allowing herself to Google it.
And that 60 seconds of pain is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
And let's look at the language there. We have a great phrasal verb, pull out.
Pull out.
Right. It means to extract information from your memory. So instead of using Google, try to pull out the answer from your own mind.
Oh, I like that.
And the opposite of pulling it out yourself is our next word, outsourcing.
Like in business.
Exactly like business, but for your brain. Outsourcing means giving your job to someone else, or in this case, giving your memory job to a machine.
Wow. So when we use our phones to remember things, we're outsourcing our brain power.
And making the brain weaker in the process.
That is wild. Well, if you really want to lock something in without a machine, Pointer 11 says, teach what you just learned.
Yes.
The idea is that you don't really understand something until you can teach it to someone else. If you learn something and just keep it to yourself, it's like putting ideas in a dusty drawer.
A dusty drawer. I like that imagery.
Yeah, and this brings up a really nice idiom, pass the torch.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah. To pass the torch means to share knowledge or responsibilities with others.
Yeah.
Like, an example sentence could be, by teaching my brother this new English word, I passed the torch.
Beautifully said. And passing that torch requires real connection, which kicks off our fourth segment, advanced mental and physical shocks.
Oh boy, the shocks.
Yeah, starting with Pointer 9. Talk deeply, not just, hi, how are you?
Because small talk is basically just noise.
Total noise to the brain, it's completely predictable, so your brain just stays asleep. We need to ask really deep questions like, what's something you regret? To feel a real connection.
That's a heavy question to just drop on someone.
It is, but it forces you to engage. And that's our vocab word here. To engage means to participate or become deeply involved in something.
Right. You can't just nod and smile if someone is talking about their deepest regret. You have to engage.
Exactly. You wake their brain up and you wake yours up too.
Awesome. Okay, Pointer 12. This one hurts my feelings a little bit. Play strategy games, not mindless ones.
Yes. We have to stop the endless scrolling and tapping games.
But they're so fun. The little popping sounds, the shiny colors.
I know they're engineered to be fun. But they offer reward without any actual effort. They hijack your brain's chemistry. Which brings us to a C1 word. Dopamine.
Dopamine.
Right. Dopamine is a chemical in the brain associated with reward and pleasure.
All right.
These mindless games give you cheap dopamine. To keep the brain young, you need hard-earned dopamine from things like chess or Sudoku.
So basically, if the game doesn't make your head hurt a little bit, it's not helping.
Pretty much.
All right, noted. Pointer 14 is fascinating. Use brainwriting instead of brainstorming.
Yes, this is a major shift for how we work and create.
Right, because brainstorming out loud, like in a big group meeting, apparently leads to really shallow thinking. People just say the easiest things.
Exactly. Brainwriting, on the other hand, is sitting in total silence for 7 minutes and writing 10 ideas without stopping.
Without stopping at all.
Right. And if we look at the broader picture here, the first 3 ideas you write down are going to be completely obvious.
Right, the stuff everyone already knows.
Yeah. But true creativity only happens when your brain goes completely blank around minute 5, and you are forced to dig deeper into the silence to find idea number 6 or 7.
It's like you have to empty the trash out of the way before you find the gold at the bottom.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, Pointer 13 is physical again. Practice intermittent fasting for mental clarity.
Yeah.
The research says fasting for 12 to 14 hours, like say 8 p.m. to 10 a.m., forces the brain into hunter mode.
Hunter mode. I love that term.
Me too. And scientifically, it is believed that fasting activates this brain growth hormone called BDNF.
Yeah, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's powerful stuff.
But practically, let's talk about the word clarity.
Oh yes, clarity is the quality of being clear and easy to understand.
So when you fast, you don't get brain fog. You get mental clarity.
Yeah.
You just think sharper.
Because your body isn't using all its energy to digest a massive breakfast. It's using that energy to keep your brain sharp so you can, evolutionarily speaking, hunt for food.
That is so cool. Okay, Pointer 15. I've been dreading this one.
The cold showers.
Take cold showers to shock mental alertness. Turning the water to ice cold for 30 seconds triggers a survival response.
It does.
But I have to ask, isn't there a risk of just being totally miserable?
Well, yes.
Why does a physical shock, like freezing water, help mental aging? It just sounds like torture.
It feels like it at first, but the idea is that if you can control your body's panic in freezing cold water, you learn to control your mind's weakness in everyday life.
Oh.
It builds an incredible sense of alertness, which is our vocabulary word here. Alertness is the state of being awake, aware, and ready to act.
So you're basically training your brain not to panic under stress.
Precisely. You step out of that shower, and suddenly an annoying email doesn't seem stressful at all compared to the freezing water you just survived.
Okay, that makes sense. I still don't want to do it, but I respect the science.
Fair enough.
Well, we promised you all a bonus at the end, the ultimate tool for brain youth.
Yes, the grand finale.
Here's our bonus, Pointer 16. Memorize one new poem or song every single week.
This is Honestly, my favorite one.
It's so beautiful. Because we have outsourced our memory to the internet like we talked about earlier, our brains have just stopped trying.
Yeah, they get lazy.
But memorizing builds mental muscles word for word. In 1 year, you could have 50 poems living inside your mind.
Just like building an internal library. And it perfectly demonstrates our final B2 vocabulary word, recall.
Recall.
Yes, recall is the ability to remember something learned. So an example sentence would be, memorizing a poem every week will greatly improve your memory recall.
Oh, that's a great example. So instead of reaching for your phone when you need inspiration, you just pull it from your own recall. Amazing. Well, that wraps up our 16 pointers. If you made it to the very end of this depth dive, please write, I am consistent in the comment box below so we know you made it and are dedicated to your brain health.
Yes, show us that consistency.
Also, please write some feedback and tell us which kind of topic do you want for the next video. We want to hear from you.
We read all the comments.
And if you enjoyed this podcast, there are many more podcasts on my channel. Go check them out. Focus on language learning, speaking, and listening.
And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
Absolutely.
And I want to leave everyone with a final thought today.
Oh, let's hear it.
Think about your daily routine right now. Are you truly protecting your brain? Or are you just keeping it comfortable while it quietly fades away?
Oh, wow. That's a question to sit with. See you all next time.